In Islam, there are two sources of knowledge. Ilm Naqli. Ilm Naqli means transmitted knowledge from Quran and Sunnah. And Ilm Aqli is the human knowledge based on observation and experimentation. Now, most of the knowledge is Ilm Aqli. Most of the knowledge we deal with is human knowledge. Most engineering, most medicine is Ilm Aqli. Ilm Naqli has to do with values, okay? And in some subjects like engineering, you also have to think about the ethics. You are producing machines, you are producing technology. What are the ethics of this? What's the impact of this? So this is the whole thing. It may be engineering, it may be medicine, but you think about the ethics and consequences. This is Islamization. This is values. When you are building a house, it depends on your worldview. Do you make a sitting room for men, one for women, or you make one? Western trained engineer, if you tell him, I need 2 sitting rooms, he will say, are you crazy? Why do you need 2? But in our value systems, it makes sense. So it's a few things like this that we need to include, not everything. Not everything. Maybe in that book of yours, maybe 1 chapter, or half a chapter, a quarter of a chapter, but we need to put in the values. You cannot avoid the values of your religion and your culture. And please don't label them. Don't say Islamic. You don't have to. The word Islamization is provocative, but we don't want to engage in semantics. That's why we use the word integration. Integration of values. And integration now is the main epistemological occupation of the Westerners. They talk about interdisciplinary integration, interdisciplinary integration, and they talk about transdisciplinary integration, because they have realized that knowledge is being presented in just like that one way, without considering other elements. These other elements that are not considered is where culture and religion comes in. So they themselves now are doing a lot of integration. If you put the word integration in the internet, you will find 5 articles from Muslims, you'll find 30 from Americans, because they have realized that Ilm Aqli alone doesn't explain everything. There are other facts, there are other interesting things outside this discipline that are important. That's where we agree with them. We say, yes, we know. There is Ilm Naqli, there are certain other values that you need to put into psychology to understand the behavior of people. So forget the word Islamization, call it integration. In fact, we no longer use the word Islamization, we use the word integration.